Hey everyone, I am Radioactive Fly, and this is a Minecraft video. And this is episode 3 of Farlands Survival, and you may have noticed that this is not the same map as my previous two videos, and, well, it actually is the same map, it's just a different corner, and the reason was, the corner that I had been in earlier, it wasn't very Farlands-ish. It was normal Minecraft down for a long time, and there was another layer under it, but it was just a tiny little sliver. So right now, I was at the one where both the X and the Y coordinate were negative. Now I'm at the one where only, X and Z were negative. Now I'm at the one where only the Z is negative. So, oh, well, that's what Glacier looks like in numbers. Okay, so yeah, this is very corner Farlands-ish. You'll see, you know, all these areas, like, it's like layers, you know? Water at the bottommost layer, and that's below there we'll be finding iron and all that stuff. Iron and diamond and all that stuff. We'll need to find that in here because the, in the corner Farlands, it's all going to be underwater. So I'm going to punch some trees here, get started like I did in the other one. It's going to be a boring couple of episodes, or, you know, maybe just a boring one episode, because now, you know, I'm uploading 30-minute videos. I can upload 30-minute videos, and I think the next video I'm going to do is Monarch of Madness, because that's one that I really didn't like having to split up so much. I think I was at the part where I had to fight all those mobs in order to get, like, a button or something. I don't remember, but I'll get back to that pretty soon. Right now I'm just chopping trees with my hand, punching trees to get wood, like you always have to do at the start of every survival series, because this actually is an entirely separate map. If I were to teleport over to the other corner, my house would not be there. I was originally going to put in like some command blocks, so you step on a pressure plate and you'll teleport over here, and this is where I do the mining and everything, and that would be my home. But I think I had cheats set to off, so it said you have to be an opt admin in creative mode or something like that, and it didn't let me set the commands for the command blocks, so I was kind of bummed. But I'm just starting over entirely, you know. What is up with those trees? I'm starting over entirely. What is my biome? Rainforest. Okay, so these are spawning in rainforest. But I digress. Seasonal forest. Okay. I digress. I need to get to building that home. I need to find some sheep so that I can get a bed, because, you know, I at least want to make an elevated hidey hole. Man, I like this rainforest biome. Lots of trees. Oh, boy. This looks great. This looks very Farlands. Yes, this is Farlands. Look at that. Wow. That terrain, so glitchy. Here, let's just get rid of some of this lighting problem here. Hang on. Wow. Yeah, that's very Farlands. Look at that. Sorry, I have a bit of a cough today. Yeah. Okay, enough of that. Time to get to work. I need... Oh, I don't think I'm going to find sheep up here. This is just... I mean, it's very hard to access these... Oh, sheep, quit taunting me. You're all the way down there. How am I going to get there and back? I think these 17 blocks of wood would provide enough wood to tower back up here. But how am I even going to get there? I can't really jump in any of that water and survive. Is there a waterfall leading down? No, there isn't. If I jump down there, it'll be too low for me to get back up to the level where I want to get. Oh, don't scare me like that. But I can't tell. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So this water is right at that level. So if I jump down there, that's not an overhang. The water is right there. Or is it? I don't know. I'm going to go to the side because my life depends on this right now. I still can't tell if that water is right there. No, the water is not right there. This is multiple blocks above it. And could I even... You know what? YOLO. Oh, yeah. That water is way... That land is way above the water. How am I going to get to a position where I can craft something? See, you know it's the Farlands now. There we go. Up. Okay, so it looks like if I can't get within a range where I can place a block, I am doomed. Place. Okay, there we go. Now, not so doomed. I can go down to the sides here so I can get on a block and get back up. This has been an interesting start to this one. This episode is, I just have this feeling that it is not going to be boring. The others were boring. I will admit that. The others were boring. I just pretty much built a house in the first episode, and what was it? I went around looking for supplies the second episode and failed massively at doing so. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. There, and there. Okay, and now one more to finish it off. Okay, so I can get back up now, and I can always just jump right down there to get down, not so much up. How am I going to do this one? I'm going to have to waste a block no matter what. I don't have any dirt on me, but I'm getting back up there. Oh, now I'm going to have dirt on me. So yeah, I'm going to punch those sheep to death and get their wool. I don't have any other way to get wool off of sheep right now. I don't have shears or anything. Okay. We're good now. We're good now. Everything's going to be fine. It's all fine and dandy. Yes, I just said fine and dandy. I have the right to say fine. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, this is the Farlands. That other thing, it was technically Farlands, but it didn't feel like Farlands, you know? I mean, this is Farlands. This is certainly Farlands. Without all the glitch, well, it has a lot of glitchiness, but without the lag of the Farlands, you know? Farlands without lag. And, you know, I have a beta 1.7.3 jar. You know, you can use Minecraft version changer or MC Nostalgia or something like that to get old Minecraft jars legally without breaking the law. It's because you have to, since it switches out the Minecraft.jar that you have in your bin for an older one that they have on their servers, it is legal since you have to have Minecraft.jar in your bin folder for it to work. So it's legal. It's not, you're not breaking the law using Minecraft version changer or MC Nostalgia. That's because it just switches them out. But I've used that to go down to beta 1.7 or, you know, before that, and go out to the Farlands, check it out, because, you know, the Farlands were never in what was the current version of Minecraft when I joined. I joined after full release, unfortunately. I am a very recent player, and it looks like I'm going to need to make a little elevated hidey hole like the Farlands or Bust guy does. I might even make my home here on this level instead of up there, because this is just, you know, the regular Minecraft is almost out of sight. You know, am I on peaceful? I think I'm on peaceful. Sorry, everyone. Not supposed to be on peaceful. This also saves, I don't have a crafting table. Can't make a bed without a crafting table. You know what? I'm just going to put this right here. Like a lot of people who have played Minecraft for a long time, they don't call them crafting tables, they call them workbenches, because they used to be called workbenches. You can tell that I'm a newcomer because I call it a crafting table. Okay, I don't think any monsters can spawn next to me since the bed has just air right next to it in all directions. There we go, daytime. Wow, beautiful terrain, beautiful terrain. Was that tree there earlier? I don't even know. Oh, wait, was I? This is weird. Okay. So, I might go back up there, maybe build a staircase down here. This is probably where I'll build my home. It's just going to be a simple 5x5x5 in-dev hut. Well, 7x7x7, but, you know, 5 in the interior. Like an in-dev hut. And, yeah. Now, there's some spiders under there. Now, I want to find a way to get down here, but it's going to be kind of hard to do with, I mean, I can always make a staircase going up. Oh, crap. That could have been bad. That could have been very bad. but if I were up there, I couldn't get it down, because you can normally use gravel or sand to, be able to get down so you can build a way up. But gravel and sand don't fall in the Farlands. They either disappear and drop their, drop whatever they are, their item, or they just plain don't fall. They just sit there. If you have a whole bunch of gravel or sand blocks in a row that should be falling, every other one will fall. Always the lesser number. Like if you have an odd number of blocks, you do, oh god, you do every other block, and there'll be one more in one set than there are in the other. The smaller one will fall. Now, where's that skeleton who is shooting at me? I don't have any weapons or anything like that yet. See, look up here. Every other one fell, but the smaller number fell. Like, you don't get all of these falling, you get the smaller number. Now, I can't see where that skeleton is, but there are going to be a lot of hostile mobs here. This is the Farlands. It's very dark. One thing you could do in the earlier versions of Minecraft that had the Farlands, in order to get it to... Okay, where... Only when I'm up there does it... There you are. Well, I can't really do anything about that right now. I might be able to... If I could find some spiders and get some string, then I could be able to make a bow. But I don't see any spiders. I mean, I saw spiders. They were way back there, but I'm not heading over there right now. And there aren't going to be any regular caves. Yeah, this is perfect. I should have used this originally instead of just... This is the one corner of this map I didn't look at originally. I looked at these two corners that were just flat on top. There was just the occasional dip in the landscape, but it was just flat on top. Does that lead all the way down? Oh, no, it doesn't. Maybe if I could break through the bottom and get a waterfall leading all the way down, that would be awesome. I haven't made a pickaxe yet. Not a bed, a crafting table. I haven't made a pickaxe yet. So I'm going to make my first wooden pickaxe just so I can get enough blocks of stone to make my first stone pickaxe. And really the only wooden tool you ever need to make is a wooden pickaxe. And I can dig straight down if I'm in water, because I'll be able to go back up, and lava gets destroyed by water. Oh crap, I forgot how long it takes to mine in water. I'm going to collect this, then I'm going to go back up to the top and hope I don't start drowning. Now, I do know that in 1.3 and beyond, I think, you will not be pushed down each time you lose a heart. When you're drowning. So I'm just going to find a spot to mine up some stone. There might not be very many places for that since there's so many dips down into that area where the water is, but sorry, I have a cough. I'm going to try to find some way to get stone without falling down. I mean, up there, getting stone would be a nightmare. In fact, building my house up there would be a very bad idea, because a creeper would open a pit down to here. Here we have a few blocks. We have we even have some stone there before it starts going into the water level below. So I am very certain that I am going to make my home here on this level. It's a few tiers down. There's a tier right up there. There's a tier right up there, and there would be a tier up there at the top. Some of them there are. I don't know if there's ever one, like a very top tier. Wow, I want to go up there, chop down all those trees or something. I want to explore this place as much as I can. I don't want to make this all building a home and other stuff like that, but I'm talking too much. Less talking, more mining. I can talk while I mine. That is something, I mean... I know my channel's starting off very slowly. I only have like 2 or 3 regular viewers, and I only have 6 subscribers at the moment. But I at least hope that eventually that number's going to go up. Those numbers, because I mean, Farlands Survival. How many Farlands Survival series have you seen on YouTube? I've seen a few things that are called Farlands Survival, but they were like maps that were like custom maps where somebody generated Farlands terrain in 1.7, then took it into 1. Whatever it is now, 1.4.5 or whatever, and use that to make a map, like a survival map, fenced in and stuff. People do those series, but no, I don't think, you know, if I'm wrong and you were watching this video, please leave a comment telling me who has done it, and then, you know, then I'll be wrong. But, you know, has anyone really done a Farlands survival series? Ooh, hello. Where you're in the Farlands and you have to survive in the Farlands, you know, like this. I mean, obviously no one did it in 1.7 because it was so freaking laggy. But now, I mean, has anyone ever used like a better generation mod and, you know, had a beta world where they have the Farlands in full glory here? And ooh, coal. And I'm sidetracked easily, I'm sorry. And they have done a Farlands survival series. I don't know if anyone else has done that, you know. I'm doing you know, Monarch of Madness, which is a map that, you know, the Yogscast guys and Venom, they've all done it. Farlands survival. Yeah, sure, Ant Venom did a series on the Farlands, which is what helped most people learn about the Farlands. I learned about the Farlands from looking around on the wiki page, because I have no life like that, but that's what introduced most people to the Farlands. But they've never done Farlands survival series, where they actually, you know, they have a survival world where they, you know, survive in the Farlands. I don't think anybody else has done it. And I could be wrong. I just did a quick look around to find out if anyone else has done it. But it's a cool idea. I mean, I'm also doing Mystic Mod Pack, which I think 1 or 2 people have done. It's not a really popular mod. It hasn't been updated in ages, so I mean, it's kind of an outdated mod. I'm thinking of dropping that series. I might do another episode to say, hey, this is the last one. I'm going to go try to find a dungeon, or find a dungeon off camera, and go to it. Because there are a lot of things in that mod that I haven't demonstrated. It's a cool mod. It's just not getting updated. The creator of the map never said anything about why he stopped making it. I mean, not map, of the mod. Never said anything about why he stopped updating it, but once 1.8 came out, he didn't update it anymore. I learned of the mod when it was already outdated, since I have not been around for that long. I saw that it was in 1.7. I'm like, man, I would have liked to make a series on this if I were around then. But, so I just ended up doing it in 1.7, but, no one watches it. I have even less viewers for that than I do for for Monarch of Madness, and I have very few viewers in Monarch of Madness. So, well, actually, the creator of the map, Monarch of Madness, watches my videos, or at least he did. I haven't gotten any comments from him recently on any of my videos. He watches, at least he watched my videos, or watches the Monarch of Madness ones, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. And he actually listed me on the forum page for Monarch of Madness, which is awesome. Any promotion I can get is good. Oh, I hope these cows are gonna drop leather. There's another cow. I mean, not leather. What's it called? Beef. There we go. Mind fart there. There's a cow. Don't fall into that water over there, cow. I want to kill you. Well, I'm going to kill you if I knock you into the water. You'll get blown up by, like, Oh, creepers don't attack cows, do they? Nothing attacks cows except me. Is that sun going down? I'm going to need to do another elevated hidey hole. I might never even make a home if it's going to be all exploration. I'll just do elevated hidey holes. Just explore the Farlands, you know? This awesome terrain. Just, you know... But then it'll be hard to not have a home if I want to get, like, you know, chests full of stuff. And almost 20 minutes have gone by of me not doing anything at all. So I got some food. There we go. I got some food. I have this crafting table. And I have a bunch of wood. So I'm going to start building the home. And yes, I will build a home here. It's going to be a little in-dev hut. I'm going to chop down the stem of this tree so that... Well, first I'm going to sleep. Then I'm going to chop down the stem of this tree so that no, you know, so I don't have a tree right there. Then I'm going to build my house, which, yeah, I talk too much. Ramble on. Which side is the side? Okay, there we go. It's like I always have a need when I'm playing Minecraft and doing like a commentary to explain exactly what I'm doing. I'm walking down this hallway. I'm killing this skeleton. I'm chopping down wood. Okay, so I'm going to chop down this tree. You see? There, I just did it. I'm going to chop down this tree. I'm going to use this wood to make my house. The leaves are going to despawn. All will be fine and dandy. I just said fine and dandy again. Yes, I will say fine and dandy proudly, and no one is going to stop me. Fine and dandy. Okay, here we go. So this can make up the back wall of the house right here. And I'm going to have the house... Well, I want to make a house face out this way, but this is kind of getting in the way. So I'm going to make the house right here in this little clearing. So it's going to be 7 by 7, sort of, but the middle area is just going to be 5 by 5. You know, the area that you can actually live in. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. Okay. And then, let's see, I need to craft that wood that I chopped down into planks. And I'm going to need to chop down a few more trees, make myself a wooden axe. I don't usually make axes, but this is a situation in which I might need to make an axe. And I really hope that... See, I had a world where I built a home and the floor was made of grass, so animals would always be spawning, like, you know, pigs and stuff. So I eventually just killed a ton of sheep because I didn't have shears yet, and I replaced the floor with wool, which was later a bad idea when it caught fire, but fire, meh. Okay, where am I going to put? I'm just going to put this furnace right there, and the bed is going to go here, double chest here, crafting table here. Seems like a pretty cool idea. Okay, charcoal there, not charcoal, coal there, beef there. And now it's time to go back to my crafting table and make a stone axe. Explaining everything I do once again. Okay, axe. Tree chop time. Oh, I don't know if I killed a cow there. Maybe I did, and the beef just went underneath the... Those of you who are actually watching my videos are probably yelling at me to get it. I know I don't get very many viewers. What the... Is the beef all in there? Yeah, it is. Those of you who actually watch my videos are probably yelling at me to... Oh, I thought I had the beef in my hand to eat it, the steak. Okay, those of you who actually do watch my videos are probably yelling at me to get that, and I have, like, you know, 2 or 3 regular viewers, not that many. I mean, obviously, if you look at my number of subscribers, my number of channel views, the number of views on this video, which will probably be 1 or 2 or 3 if you even watch it to this point, it's going to be a very small number. I realize that. My kind of funny calling it a channel, because it's like pretty much just like, oh, whatever. It's not very big. So yeah, thank you for watching this. If you are one of the few people who watch my videos, I have, like, you know, 3 regular viewers. Ooh, hey. 2 of them would be people I know in real life, and 1 would be the maker of the Monarch of Madness map. So, thank you for watching this. Please continue watching my videos. That would be awesome, and tell people about my videos if you do like them. You know, I think this is the first series that is really, you know, something that people might want to watch. Something interesting, something different, something unique, you know. It's not like, you know, the Aether mod, and I am going to call it Aether from now on, because that's what the mod creators call it, even though the word A-E-T-H-E-R is pronounced ether. I'm gonna call the mod the Aether mod. It's not the Aether, it's not something everyone has already done. Not something where I'm just ripping off one of the big shots. No, this is something that's just me. I'm the only one that at least I know of who has done this. So, yes, Farlands survival. And I'm thinking, you know, Monarch of Madness, I think I'm close to the end of the map. So once I beat Monarch of Madness, I'm not going to continue it, obviously, because it will have been completed. Mystic, I'm probably just going to do one more video. It's also a really glitchy mod. I'm probably just going to do one more video, then cancel it entirely. So yeah, I'm not having a lot of fun with Mystic, not finding many dungeons. I don't want to go off exploring too far away from my home. So yeah, Mystic is pretty much dead. I mean, it's not dead. I'm going to make another video saying, hey, this is the last video for the 3 people who watch them, but yeah. And after I put the roof on this house and put my bed there, I'm going to call it an episode. I will have had my home made and area explored a bit. This is just a beautiful area. There's the edge Farlands there, but the corner Farlands, I think there should be an option for terrain generation that generates a world that is like the corner Farlands. Because you just look at this terrain, wow. If I had been at Minecon and I could have suggested something for the future update panel that had like Jeb, Dinnerbone, and 2 other guys. I wasn't at Minecon, but I had heard about it. Seen videos. I would have suggested it. Oh, are you kidding? Okay. If Minecon were held next week and I had an opportunity to go and I could suggest something to the panel, I would suggest a world generation option that was like the corner Farlands, because this is such awesome terrain. I mean, it's just amazing. It really is. Yeah, I mean, they're the abrupt, you know, these things right here. Those are pretty cool looking, but this corner Farlands, these layers of terrain with, I mean, you don't get this anywhere else. The Farlands, and they've removed this from the current world generator where at like 30 million blocks, it starts generating fake dirt floor of the ocean and you just fall right through if you walk on it. That's not interesting. This is, I mean, you don't get this anywhere else. Alright, I'm going to take this crafting table. I'm just going to put the finishing touches to my home right now, and then I'm going to call it an episode. And I would call this a productive, non-boring episode. I mean, maybe boring where I'm just talking and walking around and looking at the place, but, you know, that time when I jumped down, I took a risk there, that was something different. You know, something that I hadn't already done. Here we go. Door. I'm going to get rid of the tall grass here. Maybe it'll give me seeds if I'm lucky. I don't know. Okay, and then with this remaining wood that I have, I am going to, you know, it's just enough to make 2 chests. Of course, I have 2 of these that have 3. And I'm just going to make a double chest there, and where did my other chest go? Oh, I didn't make it for some reason. I shift-clicked. Does shift-clicking not work in the Farlands? Okay. Chest. Okay, so there we go. Boom. My home's finished. Torches. Oh, forget it for right now. So thank you so much for watching this. If you like the video, feel free to like it. I would very much appreciate that. Or subscribe. I would appreciate that even more. So yeah, I'm ready. Thank you so much for watching this video. I am Radioactive Fly, and this has been a Minecraft video. I wish you all the best of days.